Planet Coaster 2 has taken water parks to the next level, with 7 fully customisable slides and flumes. In this video I'll walk you through each one along with their blueprints so you can see exactly how they can fit into your park, whether you're aiming for a massive water wonderland or just need a quick fun addition. I'll show you the best ways to use these slides, and by the end you'll have plenty of ideas for crafting your ideal water park layout. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into what these new slides and flumes can do for your park. The first flume we're going to put down is a body flume, and the overview says a curved flume with a variety of bows and loops and no need for a mat or a raft. So this body flume is called a plunge bowl, and I can pretty much guess why it's called that because of that insane plunge that you take at the end of it. So let's go away and have a ride. Personally, I don't think I would ride this. I mean, it looks like a fun ride and all, but the reality is it's also kind of terrifying. It's a bit of a short ride, but as soon as you get into that plunge bit, no thank you. No, I would struggle. Our next body flume is called Carve. Let's check it out. I would actually ride this. This looks like a really cool, gentle, fun ride. It's your classic flume, isn't it? And I think it's absolutely perfect. I would definitely 100% ride this. Just don't put any money on it. So that's the 2 body flumes that you can put into your park. Let's have a look at some more flumes, shall we? Or slides. Next we have a body slide, which is a simple water slide with a high angle slopes for guests to enjoy. So this colourful little number is called Splashdown. Prepare yourself, it's going to be a bumpy ride. I did tell you it was going to be extremely bumpy and not the best ride camera, but yeah, pretty cool to have in your park regardless. Following on from Splashdown, we have this one which is called Multi-Race, which does have 2 flumes, slightly different style here. So you can see that the purple ones are the thin style, and we have a bit of a wider one which is the yellow. Let's take a ride. I'm pretty sure that this ride would have a couple of lawsuits with crashing into the wall. Our final body slide is called Swell, and it looks like a bit of a kid's one. Very cute, very demure, very slidey. Let's go. It's very short and sweet, just like me, and would I ride it? Absolutely. That is top ride for me because it's basically a kid's ride. Love that. Next we have the body slide Wide, a wider water slide with high angle slopes for guests to enjoy. So this slide is called Wild Slide, and it does have some see-through pieces, which is absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to ride it. Realistically, I think this is the only slide I would actually go on. It looks amazing. I love the see-through pieces. And next to that we have a little one which is called Bailout. Bit of a kid's ride, simple. Let's have a go of it. As expected, short and sweet. Okay, so let's move on to some tube flumes. Next we have a double inner tube flume. A flume for 2 guests to slide down on a double inflatable rubber ring. This absolute beast of a ride is called the H2 bowl, and you can see it's got one of those, well, bowls that you plunge into. One of the key features of this ride is that you have a rubber ring that you can invite a friend and you can suffer in pain together. We love that. Despite the questionable ride camera, and we don't know if this person's going to be inside the raft or outside the raft, which I'm sure is work in progress footage, at least that's what I hope it is. It just needs some small tweaks to that camera, but regardless, would I ride it? Yes, I would. I think this looks like a super fun ride. It's well put together, and oh, see-through bits. I never even noticed that. This bowl, however, does slightly terrify me. No. Next up is an inner tube flume. A flume for guests to slide down on a inflatable rubber ring. We're going to pop down 2 of these. So the first one's called Outback, and you can see it's got one of those boomerang slings on it. Is that what it's called? And then this one over here is called Singularity. Both really, really interesting rides. I have been on the one to the left hand side. What's really nice about these is there is a rubber ring, and that you can hold on for dear life as you go down. So there's one there, and there's one over here as well. I do find the layout of this really interesting. There is extra pieces that I've never seen before, like this big ball shape. I assume that is to prevent someone from sliding off of the edge when you're going at a bit of a speed, just for extra security. But yeah, really interesting rides. I would be interested to see what the ride camera looks like. I have a feeling it's not going to be the smoothest of rides. And then over on this side, like I said, I have been on one of these before. It looks absolutely terrifying. My experience was terrifying as well. So yeah, let's go on to the ride cameras. So far, so good. Not much of a... Oh god, no. I take it back. I take it back. Do you know what? That would have been a really nice experience until you get to this bit here and then you come into that drop. And that is really when you freak yourself out. Definitely would not be going on that. You'd have to pay me a substantial amount of money to go into that. Even just watching the POV made my heart in my mouth, so that is a very, very fun ride, but no thank you, I decline. Okay, let's check out Singularity's ride camera. I'm a bit skeptical, but I might be proven wrong. Let's check it out. It's definitely not the most smoothest of rides, especially with that ride camera when you come into those ball sections. We kind of like do a bit of a swirl around. I think I would ride something like this, and there's also parts of it that you can see that they're coming off the rubber ring again. But yeah, it looks like a fun ride. Next we have a mat flume, a flume for guests to slide down on a mat. This colourful little number is called Mat Master, and it looks super lovely, and I think I would definitely not ride this because you go on your belly. What is that all about? Head first down a ride? No thank you. But yeah, it looks really, really fun. I am not brave enough to do something like that. Would you guys go head first down a ride? Plunging straight into the water head first. I'm thinking about it too much. Let's ride it. That actually looks like a really fun ride, especially if you race with someone like what these guys are doing. Really fun. Still wouldn't go on it. So this flume is called Mat Race, and the difference between this one is you have these offshoots which are really cool. I love how they've got little handlebars. I would definitely be using that to pull myself out. It's nice to have that option that it doesn't always have to go into a made pool. You can have these offshoots just for a bit of variety, which we do love. I can imagine you can gain some pretty good speed on these flumes because it is straight down. Really fun to race against your friends or family. Would I go on it? I think we all know the answer to that. And finally, a raft flume. A flume for guests to slide down on a raft. She's beauty, she's grace, she's chunky, and she's called Raft Trap. One absolute glorious ride, and you can ride it with your friends up to 6 people. You'll see that you can all suffer together or bond. Maybe it's like trauma bonding, and I have experienced this myself, not necessarily in a Venus flytrap, but something similar where we all got into a raft and prayed that we would make it to the end, which we did, of course. Very fun ride. Let's check out the POV. I think this is a great ride, and because of that Venus flytrap, it's really a focal feature to any of your parks. You definitely have to have a little bit of courage to ride something like this, and I think it looks great. Would I ride this? Well, maybe, if it was the right people in the raft. After placing so many blueprints down, I decided what would it be like to build my own one. So I started off with this vertical standing piece, and I really do love the see-through tube pieces. So that's exactly what I went for. And I thought, can I actually go underneath the water? Which I can. I think that's because I have collision turned off. And then I just thought, how can I end this? And I just wanted it to be a nice drop into the pool. And I did actually figure it out. So yeah, let's look at my tiny little attempt to make a ride. I may have built it, but I have no intentions of actually riding it. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favourite and which one you're going to be building first in Planet Coaster 2. And if you're interested to find out what other rides are available in Planet Coaster 2, then click on this video here, and I'll see you over there. Take care!